Peace and blessings, everyone. It's your girl Mocaso, and we are here in the Women in Meta Treehouse, where we will be holding our Women in the Metaverse weekly meetups here from now on. If you missed it, last month was all about change. We talked about how society, economics, education, jobs, and even ourselves were changing. And in order to commemorate that, I opened up this new treehouse just for women to come together and continue to have these mind elevating, iron sharpening conversations where we can continue to come together and learn from each other, share concepts, share videos, and have these conversations. So I'm excited to be here in the treehouse. As a little treat, I will give you guys kind of a rundown of how we will do this every single week so that you can join in as well, especially for all of our listeners. You guys know we do stream this live on social media. So if you love Women in the Metaverse and you actually want to see it live at 4 p.m., when we are having it, you can catch that on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, or YouTube. Or, of course, you can always listen to the replay on our podcast. And you can listen to that on Apple, Amazon, Google, Spotify, and now iHeartRadio. So you guys have plenty of ways to catch the replays or listen to it. And as you guys know, you're more than welcome to always click the link and come and join it live. Now, the really cool thing that I did want to tell you guys about the replays, for those that listen to the replays, because I do see that it is a few of you, and it's always appreciated, and I tell you guys that, but I always tell you I really mean it, and I meant it enough to actually build this space for you all as well. So this treehouse is actually 2 floors. So on the top floor is where we will host our conversations, and this floor here, as you guys can see, there's little headphones and seats all around this space for you all to come and sit here and listen to the podcast here. And it's very easy to do so. All you'll do is, again, click the link to come to the Women in Meta Treehouse. Once you're here, you'll see the raw podcast. You can click this link and look. It opens our podcast up right here as well, where you can listen to it. You can click whichever link you use in order to listen to it. You can even find past episodes. We also have plenty of other shows on here, such as our Raw Talk and Fashion Fridays. And again, you guys have this amazing space to listen to that in. So I definitely hope you guys enjoy that treat and actually come in and listen to it. So this week here in Women in the Metaverse, our theme in the Raw Network is gratitude. And one of the things that we did last month in the Women's Network, or Women in the Metaverse, that I really enjoyed was we had our concepts out there early so that everybody knew exactly what we'd be talking about. And we came and we talked about them. So that's exactly what we're going to do again here. So as you guys can see, this month we are talking about gratitude. So today, the 7th, we will be talking about what we're grateful for. I even threw in a nice little follow-up question to say, how do you express that? Because those go hand in hand. And I think, when you reflect on what you're grateful for, and then also how you show that gratitude, it also starts to show a lot more. So I definitely wanted to dive into that. And then, we also want to talk about our Web3 and how we go physical to digital in our businesses and things that are going to sharpen us, aside from our, human and our physical and emotions and things of that nature as women, but also for our businesses and the rationale. So then we want to talk about what new tools we're grateful for, followed by what new concepts we're grateful for. And then the last Monday, we'll be talking about what trailblazers you are grateful for. And I would say, bring that trailblazer here to Women in the Metaverse, okay? And I know right now, I'm just talking to myself here in the Metaverse, but I'm even going to hold myself accountable to bring my trailblazer that I'm grateful for to this space, and see if I can get them here and sharing those details. And if you are somebody who also sees other people in this space that are doing amazing things, and you want them to be spotlighted, bring them here to Women in the Metaverse the last Monday on the month, because we want to talk to those trailblazers that you're grateful for as well. So y'all, let's take it upstairs and actually dive into the conversation. I'm super ecstatic about this. Yes, let's go upstairs. And as you guys can see, we got plenty of seating, plenty of wine, because I know my women like wine and seating. And I've got some other fun stuff like candles and little decorations that I'm going to continue to add in here for us. But most importantly, before we dive into this conversation as well, I wanted to remind you guys, this portal is made for women. So again, if you are a woman and you have a space here in the metaverse, come add your portal to our Apple here in our actual Women in Meta Treehouse. But you guys, let's actually dive into our conversation here. I know you've seen the hot tub, you've seen the outside, so we don't really need to, do a whole grand tour again. Let's just actually dive into our conversation as soon as I get myself seated. Sometimes it's a little tricky when you're also the creator of a space. But hey, that's why I tell you guys, this is raw. We're all learning. Some people feel like you have to be perfect, but they always say you can't have your ducks all in a row before you cross the road sometimes. Sometimes you just gotta grab all your ducks and run, right? And that's what we do here in the Raw Network. We're running, and we want to show people that you can too. And look at that. So let's dive in. Women in the Metaverse, we are talking about gratitude and what exactly that means. What exactly we're grateful for and how we express that. So for me personally, I'm grateful for life. I'm a very inward, intuitive person. I feel like I am a earth and connected with the earth, and we're all connected, and there's this sense of oneness. And that is what I am most grateful for, is that awareness that we are all connected. Because when you understand that, then you value every conversation that you have with someone. You're able to take the messages out of every situation, regardless of the messenger. The messenger can be an object, it could be an animal, it could be another person, it could be anything of that nature. And so when I think about what I'm grateful for, it's that awareness that, again, we're all connected, and that there is this oneness. And also then I'm grateful for my work ethic. I have a strong work ethic where, there's some people that you can say, hey, this is what you want, but you got to do X, Y, and Z to get it done. And they'll be like, you know what, that's too much. I'd rather just not do it. And then there's other people that you'll say that, and they're like, oh, that's nothing. Let's get it done and out the way. And, as being one of those people that was thinking, if that's all I have to do to be able to achieve that, then let's get that done so that we can get that achieved. It was, surprising to me when I started to really realize that not everybody thought like that. That wasn't common sense for everyone. That yes, although you can see those obstacles, not everyone thinks it's achievable to get over those obstacles, or even have the drive to want to. At that point, they rather put that same energy, in my opinion, into finding alternative routes to, achieving those same kind of goals. But to me, that's always what elongated that process, right? It's like, if you got to get there, having a bad attitude, doing anything extra is just going to prolong it. I was always one of those people like, don't cry about it. Don't have an attitude about it, because you're just going to make the situation worse. If you've got to get something done, just get it done. And again, those different mindsets that I carry, I would say, is what I'm grateful for in that sense. Oh, and let me also go live. So everybody that has liked our Women in the Metaverse space knows that we're live as well. And we'll keep talking. And you guys know I also like to keep this conversation pretty quick. So I'll put the idea out there. I'll make this good clippable content, and then ask for all of our viewers to also leave their comments or their thoughts in the comments, because again, I want this to be an open conversation where you all can share as well. So I know we're just getting started and just building, so whether you're re-listening a year from now, a day from now, again, drop your comments in there. We're building a network of others that are coming into